Hey guys, welcome back to the Unit 1 study guide video. We are starting on the back page of your study guide, number 6. So a Boeing 747 travels at an average speed of 567 miles per hour. How many inches per day is a Boeing 747's average speed? So we want to take 567 miles per hour and change miles per hour into inches per day. So we're going to start off with what we know, which is 567 miles per every 1 hour. And we're going to change miles first. We're going to change that into feet. Then we're going to change our feet into inches. And that is what I wanted to do for my distance. Now we're going to do the same idea with our time and change our hours directly into days. Now we can go back in and plug in all of our equivalent statements. So 5,280 feet is 1 mile, 12 inches is 1 foot, and 24 hours is 1 day. We can cancel our hours, cancel our miles, our feet, and we're left with inches per day. When we put that into our calculator, we get 862,202,880 inches per day. Remember that if I'm going too fast in any of these videos, to pause it, work it out, and then rewind to watch the answers. Next, if a slug travels 88 inches per day, how many miles per year does the slug travel? So we want to take inches and convert it to miles, and days and convert it to years. We're going to start with what we know, which is 88 inches per every 1 day. We're going to change our inches to feet, and we're going to change our feet to miles. We're going to do the same thing with days. It's on the bottom. To get rid of it, we put it on the top, and we're going to change that to years. 1 foot is 12 inches, 1 mile is 5,280 feet, and 365 days is 1 year. And now we'll cancel our units. And that leaves me with miles per year. When we multiply this out, it leaves me with 0.51 miles per year. And next we're going to move on to comparing units. Remember, before we compare units, they have to be in the same type of measurement, both distance per time, the same distance measurement, or the same time measurement, or the same volume measurement. They all have to be the same for you to compare. So for number 8, miles per hour or inches per second. 88 miles per hour or inches per second. So I'm going to change inches per second into miles per hour. So we're going to keep our miles per hour, and we're going to change 32 inches per second into miles per hour. Inches is on the top. To get rid of it, we put it on the bottom. Change it to feet. And then we're going to change our feet to miles. We have to do the same thing with time. We're going to change seconds to minutes, and then minutes to hours. 1 foot is 12 inches, 1 mile is 5,280 feet, 60 seconds is 1 minute, and 60 minutes is 1 hour. I multiply that out in miles per hour. which is the same thing as 32 inches per second. So if we're comparing the two, 88 miles per hour is faster. We're going to move on to number 9. Which one's longer, 20 kilometers or 3,750 yards? So I'm going to convert kilometers to yards. We're going to keep our yards over here and change our kilometers. Since this one doesn't say per, it's not setting up a fraction that has a unit on the top and a unit on the bottom. It's just kilometers. We're going to change our kilometers into miles, and then we're going to change our miles into feet, and then feet into yards. 1.61 kilometers is 1 mile. 5,280 feet is 1 mile. And 3 feet is in 1 yard. When we cancel our units, we're left with yards. Multiply it out, we get 21,863.35 yards. And that's the same thing as 20 kilometers. So 20 kilometers is longer. Next, which is more, 180 ounces or 7 gallons? We're going to change our gallons to ounces. So we're going to keep the 180 and change the 7. So 7 gallons. We're going to change gallons to quarts, quarts to pints, pints to cups, and cups to ounces. 4 quarts is in 1 gallon, 2 pints in 1 quart, 2 cups in 1 pint, and 8 ounces in 1 cup. When we get rid of our units, we're left with ounces. And when we multiply that out, that'll give me 896 ounces. So, which is the same thing as 7 gallons. So 7 gallons is more. Number 11, which weighs more? 2,350 ounces or 150 pounds. For this one, we're going to change ounces to pounds. So we're keeping this and we're changing this. And we know that there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. And that's the only thing we have to do for this conversion to change to pounds. When we multiply that out, we get 146.88. And remember, this is the same thing as 2,350 ounces. So 150 pounds weighs more. Last but not least, number 12, which is more time, 194 hours or 37,000 seconds. For this one, I'm going to choose to change hours to seconds. So we're going to keep the 37,000 and we're going to change 194 hours. We know that hours change to minutes and minutes change to seconds. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour and 60 seconds in 1 minute. When I cancel out my units, I'm left with seconds. We multiply it out to get 698,400 seconds. And remember, this was equivalent to 194 hours. So 194 hours is more. That's all for our test review. Let me know if you have any questions.